Kylian Mbappe's transfer request. Where does he go and who can afford him? Before the video starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content coming over the summer. And remember to like this video if you enjoyed it and want to see more. Also, I've put a quiz question in the comment section below, so go down there and see if you can get the answer right. Also, check out our featured channel, Number One Scout Finding That Future Star, who uploads videos, highlight compilations of different players. He's got two, one on Luka Jovic and one on Kai Havertz that he's recently released. So go down, check out his channel, it'll be linked in the description below. So reports have surfaced today that Kylian Mbappe has handed in a transfer request demanding a move from PSG this summer. So people are wondering what clubs are going to be in for him, and it seems clear that Real Madrid are the main option, but they have been linked with a lot of players this summer. Paul Pogba, who will cost around 130 million if that deal goes through. Neymar, who will be at least 150 million pounds, maybe even like 170, 180. And Mbappe, who was signed by PSG last year officially for 166 million, is going to cost at least 200 million pounds. So if I was Real Madrid and I had the choice of all those three, Pogba for 130, Neymar 160, 170, and Mbappe for 200 million, there'd be no doubt who I was going for. It would be Mbappe. Now there are a few reasons for this. But the main reason will be longevity. So if you look at Pogba and Neymar, they're 26, 27. That means you have maybe 6, 7 years left of them. If you look at Mbappe, he's 20, 21. I'm not sure how old he is exactly, but he's around that age. So you have at least 11 to 12 years left of him. So if you're spending £200 million, which is a massive amount, the number one thing you want is longevity. You want a player to be in your side for the next 10 years, really, to cement himself as your best player in the same way that Ronaldo did when Real Madrid signed him in 2009 for £80 million. So do I think this deal is going to happen? There are a number of different variations to how this transfer could come about. Now, PSG will probably have to sell Mbappe or Neymar this summer. Now, that's the first big one, whether they sell Mbappe or Neymar. Now, before this news came out, it seemed that Neymar was going to be the one they'd want to get rid of, relinquish, and use that money to reinvest in the squad. And this was mainly because Neymar was causing a few problems in the PSG dressing room. There had been reports that Neymar was going off to Rihanna's party instead of the end-of-season awards, and there was a little bit of discontent amongst the squad with Neymar. You saw Mbappe come out at those end-of-season awards and basically ask for more responsibility, and that was seen as him wanting to take the mantle off Neymar as the side's best player and being the main man in that side. So Mbappe to come out and say this, to me, will signal that PSG maybe want to keep Neymar, or maybe the deal can't be done because Real Madrid don't want to pay £150 million for a player who's 27, has attitude problems, obviously. And also, Real Madrid are looking to sign Eden Hazard as well. That deal's nearly done for about £90 million, 90 to £100 million, I think. So Hazard's going to be playing on the left. Where does Neymar play? So I think maybe Real Madrid are thinking, with this Mbappe chance to come up and really swipe him away from PSG, maybe they put all their eggs in that basket and get Mbappe, because I think Real Madrid are the main club that will be in for Mbappe. I don't see Barcelona spending £200 million. They might, if they can get rid of Dembele and Coutinho as well. Maybe that's the way they finance that deal. But certainly if PSG don't want Dembele and Coutinho in return, I don't think Barcelona will be prepared to stump up £200 million. So there's other clubs maybe that could be in for Mbappe as well. You're looking at Liverpool, Man City, Man United. Now these are real three outsiders in my opinion. If I was Mbappe, I don't think he wants to go to Manchester City. I think that is a massive fault in their club. They don't have the history behind them. And I think if you're Mbappe, you're looking at, do you want to go from PSG to Man City? I don't think he would. I think he's got his eyes on one of those big clubs. Liverpool, I don't think would spend £200 million on one player. I think they're really savvy in the way they sign players. I think they're looking to sign players around that £50, £60 million mark and really be able to build a squad rather than spend £200 million on one player. Now, Manchester United would obviously love to be able to get Mbappe for commercial reasons, for playing reasons as well. He'd definitely walk into that side and be the best player in the Premier League, which is something that both Solskjaer and Woodward would want. But I just don't see why Mbappe would go to Manchester United at the minute. Maybe even if they were challenging for the title under Ferguson, you're looking at, would you rather go to Real Madrid or Barcelona or Manchester United? And at the moment, Manchester United are nowhere near competing for a player of that quality. So I see that Manchester United are out of the race entirely, even if they have the financial capabilities of bringing a player like Mbappe to the Premier League. I don't see them Mbappe being interested in that move. Manchester City as well, I don't see Mbappe wanting that move. Liverpool, he may potentially want it, but I don't see their financial power being strong enough to bring him away from PSG to the Premier League. So I think the two main clubs that are going to be interested are Barcelona and Real Madrid. And for me, if I had to choose or put money on where he will go, it would be Real Madrid. It's just because this summer they seem to be really wanting a rebuild. They haven't committed to signing any players in Mbappe's position. It looks like they're going to get Hazard. They've signed Jovic. You could easily see Mbappe being fitted in on that right side in a 4-3-3 system. So it seems to work out logistically and tactically. So that could be a way that Real Madrid look to bring him into the side. I don't see that Neymar deal happening to Real Madrid anymore. Pogba also, he's still being dealt as well, because there's no way that Real Madrid can spend £200 million on Mbappe and legally, with FFP around, be able to go for Pogba as well. So I do see that this Mbappe deal is going to be the thing that sets off most things in the market. Obviously, PSG will want to make statement signings after that, and I think if Mbappe does go to Real Madrid, that really just rules out any chance of Neymar and Pogba going there this season. So do I see this deal happening this summer? The answer is no, and there are two main reasons for this. So the first one is I think that Mbappe may be doing this as a power move, as a way of getting more responsibility, a bigger contract from PSG. I think he knows that he's probably, out of every player in the world, he's in the most powerful position. He can hang on at PSG and he'll be still a young player next season. So he's not in a rush to move at the moment. I think this is a power play this summer. He wants more responsibility. He wants assurances from PSG that they're going to invest in the squad and really make a chance, really have a chance of winning the Champions League next season. But I think he does have an eye on that next move, and it will probably be next summer. Also, another reason why I don't see this happening is PSG are going to be demanding £200 million at least, and I don't see any way that Real Madrid can spend that sort of money. Even on Neymar, I think they're having second thoughts about this because they need to restructure the whole side. They need another midfielder. They need to buy in Eden Hazard as well. And they're looking like they're going to buy in Ferland Mendy. So how can they afford this legally? I don't think they can. And I don't think the deal will happen. But I think it will be a saga that runs on and on. And maybe, I think next summer it will happen. I think Mbappe's likely next destination is going to be either Barcelona or Real Madrid. And if I had to put money on it, I would definitely say Real Madrid. I see Mbappe being linked to Real Madrid is the same way Ronaldo was being linked there in 2007 and eventually went there in 2009. So I don't see Mbappe going there this summer, but certainly next summer I think the deal will happen for around £200 million. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.